What's up, guys? I'm BTC. Season 7 of the competitive ladder will be ending very soon, and Season 8 will be starting up in just a couple days, but with it are some really significant changes that you should know about. We're going to start with Season 7 of the competitive ladder. That is going to be ending very soon. Tomorrow, in fact, Thursday, December 28th at 4 p.m. Pacific. Now, you might have felt that it went by really fast, and that's because they shortened the length of it from 3 months down to 2 months. And that is what they're also going to be doing with Season 8 and for all future seasons until Blizzard decides to change their mind again. So, 2-month seasons. But the change-off for that is that you get more points per win. So every time you used to win under the 3-month season, you would get 10 of those competitive points towards your golden guns. But now you get 15. So slight little change. But as a result, you're going to get less at the end of the season. So when Season 7 ends, depending on where you are, if you were in bronze, you're going to get a bonus 65. If you're in silver, you're going to get a bonus 125. Gold is 250. Platinum is 500. Diamond is 750. Master is 1200. And Grandmaster is 1750 bonus competitive points towards those golden guns. Now, anytime there is a new season of the competitive ladder, people are always asking me what characters are going to be good, what is going to be strong in the next season, what kind of meta can we expect to have? Now, those are all really good questions, but unfortunately, I'm not going to have enough time in this video to answer all of that. So if you want to know the answers, if you want to know all the important Overwatch stuff, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any of it. Alright, so let's move on to Season 7 because there are definitely some really significant changes to how the competitive ladder is going to work. So Season 8 is going to start on Sunday, December 31st at 4 p.m. And for the whole competitive point stuff, that's all going to remain the same for trying to get those golden weapons and all that sort of stuff. And the end of the season rewards will likely be the very same as well. Now, the big changes is how you can actually rank up. So what they're doing is they're getting rid of the performance-based SR gain for Diamond and above. Platinum and below is still going to have it, but Diamond and above is going to go to a new system that has a more fixed way of rewarding points or taking away points at the end of a match. So let me quickly explain this in case you're unfamiliar. Performance-based SR is kind of like a bonus at the end of all of your matches. So for example, if you played really well and won the match, instead of getting 25 points, you would get 30. And if you played really well and lost, instead of losing 25, you would only lose 20. And the reverse was true as well. If you played really bad and you won, you wouldn't get that 25. Instead, you would only get 20. And if you played really bad and lost, then you wouldn't lose the 25. Instead, you would lose 30. So that was the performance-based SR. So something like that sounds good in theory. The problem is that Blizzard implemented a really breathtakingly bad version of it, and some characters were not getting enough, others were getting too much. The SR system would actually punish you if you switched characters during the match. I mean, there's just lots and lots of problems with the entire thing. So here's how it's going to work in Season 7. For Bronze through Platinum, there's actually nothing changes. It's still going to be the same as it has been for the last 7 seasons. So you're still going to want to play only one character during the matches in order to maximize your bonus SR when you're playing from Bronze to Platinum. But for Diamond and above, there is no more personal SR gain, no bonus at all. It's completely gone. So there's some good parts and some bad parts about this. The good part is that now, if you're playing Diamond and above, you're free to switch to any character you want, anytime you want, as often as you want, and the system is not going to punish you for doing so. So that means that the players in Diamond and above can focus more on trying to win the match rather than trying to pad out their own personal stats. Like, they don't have to try to get every little extra bit of healing that they can. They don't have to try to get every little bit of extra damage that they can. What they need to do is just focus on winning the match, and if they're getting countered, they can immediately switch and not have to worry about the matchmaking system punishing them for doing so. Essentially, it means that they play for the team and not for themselves, which is an awesome change. At the end of the match, you gain or lose a fixed amount of points regardless of how well you did, which leads right into some of the bad aspects of this change. And that is, the best player on your team will now be treated exactly the same as the worst member of your team. So I'm sure you guys have been in a lot of matches where 5 people are doing a ton of work and you have one person that is just doing almost nothing. You have that one Genji player who's always running off by himself and getting taken out and just not contributing anything at all to the team, but somehow, miraculously, you still win. Now, under the new system, he is going to be rewarded just as much as the other 5 people on your team, which isn't really good. Let me give you a quick personal example. The other day I was playing a game as Moira, and to say that I was carrying my team would be a gross understatement. I might as well have had them in a backpack because that's about as useful as they were. I ended up with 74 limbs and only 7 deaths. I had all 5 golds, I had about 20k damage and about 20k healing. I out-healed the Mercy, I had more limbs and damage than both of our DPS. Basically, everything that was going on in that match on our team was from me. We ended up losing the match, as no surprise. If you have 2 DPS that really aren't doing anything, then it's a pretty good chance that you're gonna lose. Now here's the thing though, because it was under the old system and because I was so overperforming, I really didn't lose much. I think I only ended up losing like 12 or 15 points or something like that. But I'm sure the rest of the people on my team lost significantly more. They probably lost like 30 points or more each. Under the new system, that's not going to be the case. Because the new system doesn't take your personal performance into play, what's going to happen is I'm still going to lose 25, and all the other people on my team are also going to lose 25. But let's say, for the sake of argument, instead of losing, we actually won that match. Under the old system, I probably would have gotten somewhere about 35, 36 points, something like that. And the rest of the team probably would have gotten like maybe 18 or 20, somewhere around there. But under the new system, I'm going to get 25, and they're all going to get 25 as well. Now, another bad part about this is that it's going to make having throwers and leavers even that more painful. See, right now, in the current season, I've been climbing on the ladder even though I have a negative win rate. I have like a 48% win rate or something. But I'm still climbing, and that's because in all of my games, I am greatly overperforming what the average is. So I get a lot of points for all of my wins, and I don't really lose much when we end up losing a match. So after a couple of matches, I still end up in the net positive because I'm overperforming. But in the new system, that's not going to happen. In the new system, if you have less than a 50% win rate, then you are going to continue going down no matter how well you play, which is really frustrating because under the old system, if you had a thrower who basically cost you the match, you could kind of outplay it in the next couple. You could get bonus SR that would kind of counteract that one match that you lost because of the thrower or the lever or whatever. But under the new system, that's not going to be the case. It's just a flat amount of points each time. So if you have one match that has a thrower, you then have to win a match in order to completely counteract that. So as you're trying to climb the ladder, effectively you take 2 steps forward, but then you take 1 step back for every thrower. So it's just going to make climbing the ladder all that more difficult and all that more annoying. So there's definitely some good and some bad, and I don't think that this is going to be the last time that Blizzard makes a change to how the ranking system works. So what do you think about the new system? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any of the awesome new content. Also, don't forget to check out my Discord server. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. The links are down below. Thanks for watching. Remember, always blame the controller because it's never your fault. Also, special thanks to all my Patreon supporters for helping to make this all possible. If you'd like to see what kind of cool rewards you can get for supporting the channel, check the links on screen and down below.